But remember to keep warm because there's a draft coming. Woo! You missed the mic. Do I have to do the room again?
No, bro.
Let's keep that version.
Yeah.
Big 1 to 4. It's good to be in Singapore. This is the SG Draft Podcast. I'm your host, Media Leon. Welcome to another episode of the SG Draft Podcast presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. We're just a bunch of Singaporeans that love
Today a bit too N2 leh.
Walao, why you bring the thing down like that? Very sad, bro.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be N2 one.
Anything about. Alright, speaking of people that love cars, once again, I'm joined by my drafting crew. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well?
Yeah.
Okay. Doing well.
Actually, Brendan, you had a eventful weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big in your area.
yeah. I want to save that for the Coffee Roast episode. But in general, I just wanted to ask, right? Actually, how do you go there? You go by train or what?
I took a
Or do you
train, bro.
drive? The leaving is damn bad, right? I saw
Yeah.
the exiting.
No, everything was as in okay lah. Bro, it was so hot, you know. I can't believe how hot it was that day. I was walking in the mall, right? Because there's so many people, how many thousands of people, right? Wow, I was like burning. It's like in the Kallang Wave Mall, right? It's as if the aircon was off because there's so many people just walking around. Oh,
It's horrible. And actually, honestly, right, one of the worst things, right, in Singapore, right, is going for a concert as National Stadium.
no, and the National Stadium is not fully air conditioned because there's this like open gap that you can see the sky. For what? I don't even see the sky. I came here for concert.
Yeah, but we'll talk more about the Blackpink on the Kopi Roast episode. So tune in for that. But actually, for this week's episode, we're going to be doing car brands. And the reason why we're doing car brands is specifically because Fast and Furious 10 is coming out. So the X, we're doing a lot of X's. We're doing X also. Fast and Furious X. Just want to ask you guys, right, before we like go into the topic and stuff like that, do you all like actually like the Fast and Furious series?
No. Okay. It's divided lah. So it depends on which movie you're talking about.
I actually enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw, but
Yeah.
after the I don't know 4th or 5th, right, it just felt like what Martin Scorsese called the theme park films.
Honestly, if like there was one Fast and Furious, it was the most it's the horrible one. It's like before like The Rock came in. It was the one that I think 4, yeah. Everybody forgot about that one. That was like one of the most boring.
Was it the one
was
it the one that they were driving in the cave?
Like
I think so. Yeah.
It's the one where Vin Diesel just came back after the Tokyo Drift and stuff like that lah. All right. Okay. Before we like go into this week's episode, we talk a bit about last week's episode and the previous ones. Last week was the A-hole draft. Yeah, I won. This one I was genuinely quite shocked. I won. I thought Brandon you will win. No.
Yeah, I thought Brandon would win also.
Yeah, I think maybe because I picked more like generic people things. So it's like A-hole moves, but I never picked like maybe like work related things, just like parking and stuff like that lah. All right. Okay, now we are gonna sort of like go into this week's topic. I also wanted to say that we also have been doing this thing where we spin the wheel, but if you win, you get to sort of like stash your victory positioning for the wheel.
Yep.
I think that what we'll do is that in order to prevent people from stashing for too long, what we're going to do is that we're going to have like this thing last for 3 weeks. So it's the statute of limitations for your win, right? To use it in the spin the wheel to get an additional portion is within 3. But I also think that you can stack. You get what I mean, right? So you can put 2 on the wheel or whatever lah. If you feel like this draft is like very important to get the first overall pick or whatever lah. Now let's move into this week's draft, which is the car brands. I do think there are some things that I want to clarify first. But I'll name the subcategories for this week's draft. Okay, so first off is the supercars. Then next up is luxury / sports brands. Then next up is the continental car. Next up is Asian cars, and lastly is the miscellaneous. So if they don't fall within the first 4 categories, they will like roughly fall into the miscellaneous lah. Okay, some things that I want to like say first, right? There are technically brands that own other brands. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So like there's a bigger conglomerate that owns like the smaller brands, right?
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do is that when you take the brand, right, it is the name
brand
of the
itself-
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the other brands under that branch, okay? Yeah, just to make it clear, lah. But you do get all of the cars under that specific name, okay? Yeah. Okay. Another thing also is that certain categories, right, there will be overlap. So let's say, for instance, this car manufacturer, right, they have one very famous supercar or something like that. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What we'll do is that we'll take it on what we know them, identify them primarily as. So if we know them more as a luxury car brand, right, then we'll focus that, okay, they're more of a luxury car brand. Besides that, you guys got any sort of questions or queries?
When you say miscellaneous cars, right? What
Yeah.
miscellaneous is it?
So is it any car that doesn't fall in the other 4 categories?
Yeah, I would say it's more like a brand that doesn't fall into any of these 4 lah. As in, like, or they are more known for being something else, like maybe off-roading or something like that. Because Jin Yong, you have won previously the dog breeds draft. Do you want to use it? If not, you have to use it next week.
I will roll it to next week.
Okay, you'll roll it to next week. Okay. For myself, I have 2. I will also roll both to next week. Okay. All right. For that, I'm going to spin the wheel now. Brandon. Okay, Brandon. What position would you like to take?
Damn. I didn't think I would win. Pick two.
Pick 2
2
is good one. Okay.
I like pick
Next
2.
is it me? No, Jin Yong. Jin Yong.
I'm going fourth.
4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And
I
then next,
really
lastly,
don't know how to pick. I just want to see how you guys pick first.
it is L. What position would you like to take?
First.
1 or 3? First.
Oh.
All right.
L
Okay.
coming
So
out
this will be.
aggressive.
Okay, so it'll be L there, then after that it'll be Brandon, then after that it'll be myself, and then it'll be Jin Yong. Alright, I think it's the exact same draft order as last week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Alright. With that out of the way, let's get right into the draft. Alright. With the first overall pick, Aldet, in the car brand draft, what car brand are you gonna take?
Okay, I'm gonna go for a brand that everybody is familiar with. In the luxury section, I'm just gonna go with Mercedes-Benz.
Alright, Mercedes-Benz.
Nice pick.
I do think that it's more of a continental car. But it's up to you. But yeah, lor.
No,
Yeah.
okay, my reason is because I look at it this way. Mercedes, right? A lot of the current Mercedes-Benz cars, right? They are all C-Class and those type of sporty ones. So that was more towards the later stages. Because C-Class is actually considered to be a direct competitor for like those type of like entry-level sporty type of luxury car. But then when you actually really see, right, the flagship for Mercedes, right, is S-Class and the Maybach, which are essentially those type of like luxury cars that are meant to be chauffeured, can be driven by the individual, but can also be chauffeured also. So to me, when I say luxury, it's like, I would think first thought for me is Mercedes lah. To the most of the common people lah. So that's why I pick Mercedes.
Okay.
Okay,
But
to support
Jin Yong.
Aldet's point, I like to use the Uber theory lah. Like when you call an Uber come, right? When you see Mercedes car, you feel like, wow, this is my lucky day, man. Luxury car come, man. Whereas for some other brands, I mean, don't talk about all the start with F1, start with all the L1, that one Bokoning come one lah. But every now and then, you see a Mercedes come, you're like, this is my lucky day. It's a luxury car.
I feel that it's okay. You want to put it there, I think it's okay lah. But I just think that in terms of strategy, I wouldn't put it there lah. You get what I mean, right? Because I think that you can take a luxury car and then a continental car separate from each other.
And okay, that one I get, but I also do think that the specific reason why I pick this, right, is also because
Yes, a plan.
it's things that is familiarized to many people.
There is
Yeah, so
Okay.
so there's I have a plan. I won't really say what's the plan, but I have a plan.
Okay.
I've never seen Aldet so confident in a draft in a very long time.
Yeah. But
But
in
don't
terms
worry,
of like... Yeah, sorry. Jin Yong, you
No,
go. Brandon.
I was going to say that. Don't worry, bro. My next pick, I'll prove. I'll show. I know which luxury car you're thinking of. I'm picking that for next. Don't worry, man. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, but okay, we'll talk a bit about Merc first, right? Like it was the first car I drove outside of when I in the driving school, right, which is my dad's Merc.
Luxury.
Yeah, and I've driven like a lot of cars or whatever, right? I gotta say, right, honest, there's no car that can drive like a Merc. Like,
Yeah.
I drove
Smooth.
BM, I drove a lot of like Audi, there are other stuff, right? Yeah. There's nothing that can touch a Merc because it's like it combines, how to say, performance with the comfort for the passenger. You know, like certain cars, they're just like they focus primarily on the performance and stuff like that. Yeah, but also under the Mercedes brand, right, you get like the G-Wagon, you get the like the SLR Sports and stuff like that. Yeah,
You get the G-Dragon.
G-Dragon. That'll be Yong's contribution for this draft. Yeah, but like fun fact, right, also like I was reading, I think the most expensive car ever sold was a Mercedes, which is a 300L SLR Unland Coupe, which is sold for $142 million. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And they also own other brands under that.
Under the umbrella. Yeah.
All right. Mercedes is off the board. Okay, Brandon, you're up next. What are you gonna take?
I shall pick. Oh, I really don't know what to pick now. Actually, after you say that.
You're
so confident.
No, you don't understand. Okay, I can't do this. I'm going to pick the miscellaneous first because I honestly don't understand what else can fall under miscellaneous. So like I feel like this is the most, especially you see a lot more common now in Singapore. It's Tesla.
Elon Musk. Yeah, it's a good pick,
That is
lah.
a damn good pick.
Yeah,
I think it's on everybody's list also.
Remember.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on the top of the miscellaneous board, lah.
Correct. Because like when you think of electric cars, honestly, the one brand that in your mind you just straight away think of is Tesla.
It's Tesla, lah.
Yeah.
No, I
like,
think of Blue SG.
Bro, that's not a brand, bro.
I would think that cars you want to drive, not cars you have to try. You think of cars I would love to drive, cars I want to drive, like try to drive, or like even you to try the self-driving function, but although you can't do it in Singapore, but
Yeah.
But I don't know for you all, but the first time I see the sign, it felt a bit like the, how do you say, the device that the ladies put inside their womb to prevent prevent getting pregnant. I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
The female condom. Is it
No, they got metal thing on. They put inside the urethra to make sure that the fertilized egg cannot like land on the womb and grow on. I forget what it's called.
How does it look like that?
Really? You have to go search. Don't trust me. Wait.
Well, I was totally not thinking that when I saw the sign, bro.
Completely.
in my mind, I thought you said like you were going to say like Superman. You see the T, like the S, like what was that? Then after that, urethra.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all never listen when y'all do all this, how do you say, sex education in primary 6, very important. It's part of the...
Or maybe you listen too much.
Did they even talk
too
about
attentive.
Yeah.
Did they even talk about the contraption that put into the female? I don't remember that in my primary 6 class, bro.
Yeah, I also don't remember these. Yeah. But okay, like if you want to talk about Tesla, right? I think to be honest, a lot of David Dobrik, right? I think he popularized Tesla. Do you think so, Brandon?
I think he
Elon
made,
and David.
Tesla. Elon and David, yeah. I think you can't escape Elon, lah. Like Elon is a rock star, like be it in whichever industry he goes into, and like like he called like honestly Tesla as even in the stock market itself, it's like it evolved much like compared to like other electric car brands, right? Tesla is like I think I don't know how many times of there's a 10, 20, or could be even 100 times of like if compared to the China or other countries electric vehicles, it's crazy. Yeah. But it's true. I think that, like a lot of the younger people they like the first time they see that like how cool a Tesla is also from David Dobrik. That's the first time I thought, wow, actually Tesla damn cool, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wow, got so many like gadgets or so many features. Then somehow it's like he uses it as a prop in all of his vlogs and stuff like that.
Then the screen also, the screen so big, and you're just like, oh wow, that's damn cool, the screen.
Yes, yeah. Like a lot of people, right, they are saying that initially when the Tesla came out, if they had bought Tesla stock instead of the car, right? You know what I mean? Because you could have bought the stock and the stock could have paid for the car. Yeah.
You can buy like a lot of Tesla's cars now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But also I think like in Singapore, right, the Tesla, it's popular is a lot of it because of the name value, like everyone wants to own a Tesla. But I do think that if you see in the next 10 years, right, I think it'll become damn popular because they're becoming more and more like charging stations and stuff like that. It's not really in Singapore yet, but I think like over the course.
But I think that, let's say for example, for electric car market, right, it's not going to come in until like what Mia said, 10 years time, because charging, to be honest, right, in terms of time productivity, right, charging takes way too long compared to, let's say you want to go to a petrol station and pump petrol.
Yeah, but there's a supercharger for Tesla, ma.
Yeah, but the supercharger will not be as fast as compared to if I pump petrol within 5 minutes.
But you save a lot more money.
Yeah.
It's true, but that will be down the road.
Yeah, but I also think USA, right, or like even all these like it's because they have a landed property, so it's like they can install
right outside the house. Correct.
Yeah. A bit different, but
yeah.
Hopefully, like Singapore over the next few years, and you can see also like we're slowly transitioning over the electric cars, All right, Tesla is off the board. I'm up next. Okay, I'm actually very
sorry. Before we move on, I just have one thing to tell everyone. I found out what the device is called. It's called intrauterine device, and it's literally in a T shape. Yeah. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you, Raj. I will be cutting that out.
Okay.
No. All right. I'm up next. Okay, I think I'm quite torn actually. Like I'm not sure which like first category I want to take.
Supercar.
I think what I would do is that I will go the Continental first. Okay.
Ooh.
Because initially, right, the number one Continental car for me was Mercedes-Benz lah. Yeah. So the second one is actually BMW. So I'm going to take BMW for the Continental car. BMW, German engineering. Originally, I was reading about it. They built aircraft engines in the early 1900s, and then I think they are the most highest selling car in Singapore now because over the course of things. But I do think that it's because I don't know about y'all, but I have this sort of mindset that like when you drive a Merc, right, you must be of a certain age to drive a Merc. I don't know if y'all feel this way. It's like more of a mature car.
Mature,
right. Yeah. Whereas like a BM, I feel it's more like a young man can drive a BM. Like you get what I mean, right? In the way also BM they have nice like what X series like the 7 series, 5 series. They also got the i8 and stuff like that, the BMW i8.
Oh wow, I love the i8. That's honestly my dream.
Yeah, dream car. Yeah. But they are like slowly transitioning into offering hybrid options for the vehicles. Yeah. Whereas I think Merc, they still want to stay more like we're more classic. Not they have the option, but I don't think it's that.
I think Merc, they're either going full electric or they're going full engine.
Yeah.
Like full oil.
Yeah. Whereas I see like BM is like they have those like hybrid models and stuff like that lah. German engineering. And they own a lot of, I'll say
other
later,
car brands.
They own a lot of like big car brands. When I was reading up the names, I was like, oh, I'm shocked that they own all of these like subsidiary car brands and stuff like that. All right. Jin Yong, you're up next. What are you going to take?
I'm nodding my head when you all talk just now because I don't really understand what's going on. M series, S series, A series, don't know what. Okay, so I'm just going to pick whatever car brand sounds sexy and whatever I think fits. So
I love it.
I love it.
I'll pick my super car brand first.
Okay.
I don't know whether this fits as a super car brand, whether this is under luxury section. But I'm picking this car because according to my mom, this was the only expensive car she ever rode. And this was part of her wedding package. So she only got to sit on it once. And it was for one day during her wedding day. I'm going to pick a Rolls Royce.
I feel this is a luxury brand.
Yeah. Luxury, bro.
No.
Yeah. So if you want Tinger, right, I think you should put it as a luxury brand.
Yeah.
Then what do you consider super leh?
No, like all the other fast car, bro.
Yeah, like
Rolls Royce is not meant for fast.
Okay, then never mind. Can I? Oh,
you go back to back. Yeah, you go back to back.
I go back to back. But I can pick Ferrari as super also lah.
Yeah, Ferrari is confirmed super, bro.
Okay, can.
Ferrari
then
super.
It fits because at first I want to put Ferrari as sports, then the super as Rolls Royce. But okay lah, swap lah, same lah.
No. Ferrari is definitely
not
a super
sports
car.
Yeah, it's a super.
Yeah, Ferrari is a super car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which one do you want to take first?
Ferrari. Sorry. Rolls Royce. My mother comes first. It's very important now.
Yeah. So Rolls Royce is like the definition of a luxury car, like the truest form of it. If you go and search on Google, right, like what is the like top luxury car in the world, right? The Rolls Royce, right, they'll come up with like the Phantom, like different versions of the Phantom, like on the list, It's like 6 or 7 like different. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rolls Royce.
Was this the car that had like the, how to say, the angel that come out from the
Yes.
in front of the car one?
The
Then got
James
some
Bond movie,
like
the
chop it off
famous
and
James
sell
Bond
one.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. We know like Rolls Royce, right? Well, I was reading about this. You know that the emblem itself, like they range it based on the model. Like, so the older the model, right, the harder it is to replace, right? They can quote you up to like I think 100,000 for the emblem.
Wow,
that's
so
why
expensive.
that's why the car, a lot of it, right, the emblem, it can like suck back into the car because they don't want people to go and steal the which is
plus
like
plus
sorry.
Rolls Royce also very known for their doors. The way the door comes out, like most doors, right? Generally, if let's say for example you swing, it will go towards away from the driver, towards the front of the car, right? The Rolls Royce will go away from the driver towards the back of the car.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's like kind of like
That
it goes
is so cool.
instead of going like this way, it goes this way.
Yeah, because it's meant, it's like a luxury car. It's meant to be a road, not driven.
Luxurious.
Yeah. Plus, you always have a feel of like, if someone has a Rolls Royce, like, oh, he's not driving it. It's like someone's driving it for him. Yeah. But also like Rolls Royce. Just now we were talking about like subsidiaries of like different things, right? So actually, BMW owns Rolls Royce. You know? Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's damn mad, right? When I was researching the thing, I was like, huh? BMW owns Rolls Royce, British motor group. I was like, huh? Yeah. All right. After your Rolls Royce, you pick Ferrari. Okay.
Yes,
is there
Ferrari.
a reason why?
Whew.
Because I like horses. No lah.
Bro, no.
Okay lah. I'll be honest. I picked Ferrari because I used to work in Dempsey Hill, and then you know Dempsey Hill, they got a lot of landed houses, right? And then there was this house there was like 12. It's very famous for having like 10 plus Ferraris inside the house. So I really walk past the house, right? I see the house like 10 plus Ferrari, all red color, all parked there. That was the moment I realized. Yeah. That's the moment I realized, wow, this one Ferrari really. And then it's very interesting that people can choose different colors for the Ferrari. They all choose red color.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Ferrari is iconic red.
Yeah, it's iconic red.
It's iconic.
Yeah,
it's iconic.
Iconic red. Correct.
Yeah. If like I said in the previous episode, if you ask a child to draw a car,
yeah,
the color will be red lah.
You'll draw red color.
It'll be a Ferrari.
Yeah, and it'll be a Ferrari. Yeah lah. But
as compared to the other F is family.
What are you talking about?
Big effort for Fast and Furious. This one.
I totally mind blown. I was like, F is not a car that brand that starts with F. I'm just
I was like, Finland. Only kidding.
Today you on a roll. I admire your resilience.
Yeah,
in trying to like keep us laughing.
Yeah. But also like Ferrari, I was reading up. Okay, so it actually manufactured a lot of the Italian cars in World War II.
Yep.
So like they are one of the elite manufacturers. Also, if I'm not wrong, right, they were actually part of Alfa, the other Alfa brand.
AR.
Yeah. It's only like after a while, then they sort of like split it off lah. Yeah. There are many iconic like Ferrari like brands like the La Ferrari, Testarossa, 360 Spider, Modena, like F40, F50, all this like. If you play a Project Gotham, all this you'll know lah. Yeah, all of the Ferrari cars and stuff like that. All right, Ferrari is off the board. I'm up next. I'm torn.
I was honestly going to pick Rolls Royce. That's the one that I was thinking of, bro. When I bumped my chest, right? But then I realized I shouldn't say so soon.
Yeah, but I think it's still a good pick, lah.
Yeah.
No, I think there are still a few big brands that are still out there, lah. Whether they are super or luxury.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't differentiate between these two, I thought I must settle these two in my first round.
Okay, I have faith that that this category that I'm considering I will still have after the set of picks lah. So I'm going to dive into the Asian category first.
Oh,
Okay.
nice one.
Yeah, because I feel that I want to take the most famous Asian car brand. I'm going to take Toyota.
Toyota.
Oh.
That's going to be my next pick,
Nice
bro.
one.
I really was going to pick Toyota next. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Because car brand my father swears by.
Yeah, because when you talk about like reliable car brands, right, they are known as like the reliable car
Yep.
brand.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, the quintessential car brand, and they own a lot of. I was also very shocked, right? They own a lot of different smaller car brands. Like, yeah, we'll talk about that later, lah. But when I was reading up, I was like, oh my god. In terms of like revenue, Toyota, they always earn the most in the world. So they beat all the supercars in terms of sales and revenues and stuff like that. Yeah. In the past, to be honest, I also felt like people, they look down on Toyota because they always say it's like Toyota is not as good as the other Asian car brands. They always say when we were younger, lah. But I feel that over the course of maybe the last 10 years, I feel that it's flipped. Because if you talk about like in terms of Asian car brand for, let's say a hybrid or like they conquered that market because they have the Prius. Or if you were to talk about like maybe comfort, they also conquer that market because they have the Velfire, they have the Alphard, they have all this it's under their brand name and stuff like that. And also if you were to talk about not just like cars, right? We talk about vans and stuff like that, right? They also own that market. The automotive industry, like the high A's, the light A's and stuff like that. We've driven like a Toyota, like our dad drives a Toyota Harrier that is like extended. It's still like a good,
It's still
nice car drive, right? Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Toyota-
I think probably the best brakes on a car I've ever used before.
Yeah.
If you were to use like a hawker analogy, right, in terms of like the cook kind, Toyota really strikes me as like the kind of guy that you think open a hawker store, then you think like this one don't earn much one, but actually got one bungalow at the back you don't know one. Then every time come to work in Ferrari that kind. Correct or not? Quietly, very unassuming the cars, but actually they earn a lot.
Bro.
But I also think that, let's say for example, one of the unassuming things about Toyota, right, is that they actually have a very good sports car. Just that a lot of people don't know. And it's the Toyota Supra lah.
Yeah, that's
So
Supra.
it's-
It's a good
Supra
car.
is a very good car.
All right, Brandon, you're up next. You have a miscellaneous. What you gonna take?
I just want to check, right? If I say this brand, right, I want to just ask y'all whether can I put this under this category, but I don't know whether y'all will agree. But it does fall under this category. Can I take Aston Martin, right, for Continental?
I feel cannot leh.
I don't think can.
I think you can take it for the one
Sports.
luxury
Is
or
it?
sports.
Because it's but it's because it's from England as well. But yeah, I get it.
I feel that if it's by that standard, right, Mercedes cannot be in the.
Yeah. It's basically why I categorize BM under the sports car, because I think the BM
No,
is more
but the thing is because it is you can go for because it falls under both, By right, Mercedes fall under both luxury
Correct,
and
but
Continental.
But I see this
But
question.
I think you have to look at it from what is it most famous for.
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay,
Yeah.
which is true.
Wow,
You can take it and put it in another category. That's that.
Yeah. But I wouldn't.
Okay, fair. Don't test the water. Like this is the only time you get to do that. You don't try the whole job. I think this.
No, it's not. Trust me. I really wanted to put it under Continental, but then
Okay. It's not like
Yeah.
if it's under
not.
Continental, right? Then Mercedes cannot be under. The Mercedes is a step down from Aston. Yeah lah. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then then it makes my choice very clear. Because honestly, like Continental, there isn't that many that
Mhm.
I like. Oh, actually no. Actually, there's a few. But I shall pick the Continental car. I shall pick my favorite Audi.
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 Okay, that one I will consider a Continental car.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good pick.
That one is also every infantryman first report line.
What is he talking about?
Hey, I read this one. This one I don't get the reference. What's the reference?
So every time we go on mission, right, we got a route to walk one. Then we got report lines like let's say 1 km, you have to report. We reach this point already, So we go by A, B, C. So the A is always Audi. Then B is like
yeah.
C is like Chevrolet
okay.
or what, or Cherry. They call it Cherry.
Hey!
Then
Stop!
D is
Stop naming the car brands. Yeah lah. Yeah, speak about Audi, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, I was very sure. Honestly, when I was growing up, right, I always thought Audi, right, was Olympic, like the official Olympic car.
Okay,
because of
I
the
was
rings.
I was gonna
but-
say, right? They went to court over this. Do you know? Audi
Oh,
and
is
Olympics.
it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know
so,
that, eh.
Yeah. So I was researching, right, in what is it, like in the late 1990s, right? They went to court and then Audi won the case because
Yeah.
the Olympics, they were trying to say like, oh, the logo looks too similar to the.
Too similar, which is true. Like, it does look similar, but it is a totally different industry, ma. So I don't get why would they want to. Where would they care?
Yeah. Why is the Olympics
but-
trying to?
But the four rings is very cool because I went to research. The four rings actually represent the merger of the four companies that brought out
Oh.
Audi. Yeah,
Okay.
Audi, Hawk, DKW, and Wanderer. Yeah.
I would say that if you were to tell me like Audi, right, this is the reason why that I wouldn't put it like as the first two, but I do think it's because if you ask me what are the models, right, of the Audi, honestly I don't know. The one thing is that they have a very iconic model. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
And that's my favorite. That's why I said that's my favorite car. Like growing up, there was this
Audi
guy
R8.
in my poly, right? He had my same age as me. He had an Audi R8 and he drove it to school. I was like, wow. His number
Was it
plate was
silver?
yes, bro. It was silver. I was like, then after he put the number plate 1992. It's my birth year. Somehow, wow, and which is also his birth year. I was just like, what? And
He's daddy rich. Annoying. Daddy's money. Stuff like that. But yeah, lah. Okay. Brandon, good pick with Audi. Okay, Elder, you get back to back. What are you going to take?
Okay, I'm going supercar. I'm gonna go with a car that I think is very iconic to a lot of people, and number model. Starts with an L. I'm gonna go Lamborghini.
Bumblebee.
What are you talking about? Bumblebee?
Well, Bumblebee, no, bro.
No, man.
No.
No. No.
What kind of the Bumblebee? Okay.
no, bro.
Yeah, we'll leave
No.
that to later. Leave that to later. Yeah, Lamborghini.
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 I mean, everybody all knows the Murcielago, but I think for a lot of people, right, it's the shape of a Lamborghini that is very iconic to the point where, like,
Yeah.
the moment a car that a Lambo pulls up, you, without even needing to look at the brand, you know it's a Lambo already. Because it has that certain shape that is very low and very rooted to the ground, right, that when the doors open, the suicide doors go up. Yeah, then it's very iconic that you know that it's a Lamborghini. Plus, I think that for Lambo, right, it's one of the few cars that can go with pretty much almost any color.
Yeah, it will look nice in any color. lah.
It will look nice in
It will
almost
look
any color.
acceptable in any
Acceptable, correct.
Yeah,
but-
whereas there are certain brands that it's just like, if it's that color, it just doesn't look nice.
Yeah. Plus, I would say also like you can pull off all of the weird colors, like
Yes,
green,
yeah, the
purple,
lime green, yeah.
yeah, yellow and stuff like that. Yeah, lor. Initially, Lambos, reading up also, they were actually
A tractor.
that was made. Yeah, tractors, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
for farming and stuff like that. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. Lambo is a bull, right? I think in the meaning.
Correct.
That's why the
There was a
logo is a
movie.
bull.
There was a movie about it, right? That they actually reached out to Ferrari to like build a better, like ask them to build better for sports car because they have like something that can improve their engine. But then Ferrari reject them. Then they're like, okay, since you don't.
I built my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I'm glad that Lamborghini became Lamborghini. And then Ferrari Ferrari is Ferrari.
Yeah. Plus also like Lambo, right, is in a lot of like music videos and songs. Like, you know, like, yeah. The one I instantly think of is like Smack That. You know the Akon, right? The in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Smack That all on the floor. Yeah. And also the KSI. Yes, the Lamborghini. Yeah, lah. Famous songs. All right. Lamborghini, good pick off the board. Okay, L, your next pick, what are you going to take?
Wow, this one. Now this part I a bit. Wow, I don't know whether I go continental or I go Asian.
Yeah.
Continental.
This is why I feel, right, you should have put the Merc as a continental.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, right? The strategy. Then it's like you have additional space to take the luxury. But now you
yeah.
cannot take the luxury anymore. You have to fight for the other like lower land continentals lah. That's why lah.
Okay, I think right, I'm gonna go Asian.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the rival to Toyota. Another iconic Japanese brand. I'm gonna go with Honda.
Honda,
nice
Toyota.
one.
Yeah, Honda. I mean,
Honda. Case
a lot of good cars. A lot of cars that they have. I think they are similar to Toyota. They have a car in almost each category. Yeah, also in almost each category. So, but I think the most iconic one, especially in Singapore, is probably the Honda Vezel.
The car I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you see it everywhere in Singapore.
Yeah. Vessel and
hate
the shuttle.
You see the vessel, the vessel and the shuttle everywhere in Singapore.
Yeah. I don't think it's an overrated car. I really don't like that the Vezel because of I don't know, they built the suspension, it's just damn hard or what. I don't know what.
No, it's just it's like how to say, like I don't know what it is, right? But it's just not comfortable.
Yeah, which is annoying because like it's like every Uber or Grab has that car. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So many Uber just a car.
yeah. But I feel that it's just one car. But prior to that, also like we grew up with our dad also drove a Honda Stream and stuff like that, which was a good car. It was a nice and comfortable car. I just think maybe the Honda Vezel is the only one that I don't like. But I mean, you cannot talk about they have a good track record of being like producing like good, reliable, like what Honda CR-V stuff like that. Like,
Yes, correct. And they are partnering a very iconic Formula One team now.
yeah, people.
That is just running away with a championship.
Yeah, RB. Yeah,
RB, Red Bull. But also like another iconic car is also the Honda Civic. In terms of the older Honda Civic with the sports cars. So those are cars that most of us would see like, wow, okay. Iconic sports car.
Yeah, it was probably my next pick for Asian.
Okay. So Brandon, you lost two. Yeah, okay. Brandon, you're up next. What are you going to take?
I'm going to take a supercar.
Woo!
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm going to take the one of the most expensive in the world. I'm going to take the one that Andrew Tate drives. The Bugatti.
It's a good pick, brother. Yeah. Bugatti, bear.
Bugatti. The only one that set 4 world records. The fastest acceleration, the fastest series production car, the fastest sports car running on gas, and the fastest series production car on ice. I don't know why is it on ice, but
Yeah, it's on ice, right? That'd be interesting test, yeah.
yeah.
But when I saw the Bugatti for the first time, right? Because when it first came out, I don't know when, not say the first time. I seen like the famous models, like the Veyron and the Chiron, right? Which is which is their two iconic models, right? It was the first time I saw a car. I was like, this car looks like it's from the future.
You just know that this car is made for speed.
Like this car in a straight line, right, is probably like freaking fast. Right?
Then when it goes to a corner, everything just doesn't go well.
Yeah. It's made for
Is
speed.
that why you invented drift?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, but when I was reading about this, right, it's a French company, if I'm not wrong, correct? When they were doing this.
Side note, it's French.
French, right? Yeah.
It's French.
Yeah. Also, like when I was reading up, when they had to do that 304 miles per hour speed run, right, they had to request from Michelin to make special tires for them.
Yeah.
Because all of the additional tires were not
Burn out too fast.
Yeah, they could not sustain the power of this
Speed. Yep.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. Plus, Andrew Tate made it like even more famous.
Even more famous, yeah. And of course, you never understood how expensive a Bugatti is, right? Until like he broke it down for you. Then it's just like, oh gosh, what the hell? That's actually then crazy. One of his cars was like 3.9 million. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah. Plus, I think also a Bugatti is slightly similar to the Lambo in the sense that it can pull off quite a lot of colors. Like only thing is I think green might not necessary, but it's like they can pair it like yellow with black, or like they might put it like, you know what I mean, like the blue with white and stuff like that. Yeah. Because it looks like a Lambo, but it also looks like it can be a sports, like in a sports competition, that type of car. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Correct.
No, honestly, I always think that if you have a Bugatti, right, it's a flex.
It's a flex.
It's a flex car.
No, it's a flex car. It's a flex car.
I was gonna say, right, when you get a Bugatti, right, I think it will turn more hits than other supercars.
Yes.
Than almost every other supercar.
Correct.
Yeah, because when you see someone with Bugatti, you're like, oh,
damn. This person prints money.
No, because it's
money.
No, it's really like, if let's say if you see a guy drive a Bugatti, right, you would think that this guy has money. Like automatically, you would think that this guy has money.
Yeah. And on top of that, he probably knows like cars. Like
correct.
Correct. Instead of generic or whatever. All right, Bugatti is off the board. I was going to take that next. All right. Okay, but I think that... Let me see first. Okay, Jin Yong took the supercar already. He also took the...
I think still have 1 or 2 supercar on my list.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with the miscellaneous first.
Oh no, don't.
I'm gonna go with Ford. Can I take Ford?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm gonna pick Ford. Okay, first off, Ford, they are the pioneers of cars. They are like the first, like
The
they are-
first, yeah.
He's
Henry
the
Ford.
first. Yeah, Henry Ford is the one that like sort of pioneered the car, and his like 12 associates, they started this Ford company together. They also own another subsidiary car brand that's also quite famous in the US, not so much in the other countries. They are known for putting in some incredible cars like the Ford Raptors for off-roading and stuff like that. But everyone knows the main reason you take Ford, right, is for their muscle cars, man.
Yeah.
You want to take their Ford Mustangs, you want to take their Ford Torinos, the Mustang GTs. Yeah. And they are put in like so many movies. Like you want to talk about like John Wick, he drives a Ford Mustang. You want to talk about Ford
All the
versus
Mustang,
Ferrari?
yeah.
Yeah, Fast and Furious, Dominic Toretto, he also drives a Ford.
Mustang.
Yeah. Yeah. If you talk about Knight Rider, Chit is also a Ford. If you want to talk about Mad Max, it's also a Ford. And if you want to talk about Steve McQueen and Bullet, it's also a Ford. Yeah. So that's why, for that reason, right? That in terms of miscellaneous, I only considered these two. I think there's one more that I think is good. Is a very good miscellaneous pick, but for me, Ford is something that I wanted to take first lah. Yeah lah.
I raised
How
it.
that were you gonna? Is that the reason why you were taking other sports or something?
It was the next thing I was going to take. If I had taken miscellaneous and nobody too far, I would have taken Ford because my dream car is a Ford Mustang.
Yes. Yeah.
And the thing is that Media knows. So I always say that if I could ever get one car in the entire world, right, it would be a Ford Mustang, and specifically the one in like the John Wick Ford Mustang, the 1961 with the iconic like horse at the front and the very unique shape.
Yeah, but it does turn hits in Singapore also. Like when you see
Wow.
you're like, oh, hey, nice. Yeah. Plus the logo is nice also. The horse,
The
like,
horse.
the hair flowing and stuff.
No,
like
even the newer models also quite sick. You know that the backlights and everything they modernize the
Yeah.
Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
but
it one
it's
before
just
in Singapore.
it's just that the iconic look is still, of course, that John Wick Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old
Or
school,
like
that old school with a very shiny paint.
It looks amazing in orange. Oh.
yes, brother. Yeah. It's one of those cars, right? If you got a stripe in the middle or something like that, it just looks like
It looks super nice with a racing stripe.
Yeah.
like sweet. Yeah lah. All right. Happy to take Ford. Dominic Toretto. I'll drive my Ford Mustang. Okay. Ji Yong, you're up next. You get back to back. What you gonna take?
Okay, I'm gonna pick a miscellaneous first because in my miscellaneous there are two kinds of car brands that open a category of car that maybe last time don't have one. And more importantly, this car brand is used widely by SAF. It's a Land Rover.
This is a good pick. Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
this could be my second pick if I pick
Miscellaneous.
miscellaneous. Yeah.
Because honestly, I like I told you guys, I really know nothing about cars aside from like I don't know some of the funny things that I've been saying all along. But if ever, let's say one day, a very very rich woman want to like take me in as a pet or something, right? And then if she asks me what kind of car I want, I will say Land Rover.
Takes you in as a pet.
As a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because I'm short in real life, so Land Rover makes me feel tall. I'm very happy to drive Land Rover on the road. They just look down on all the stupid cars.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about a Land Rover, right, is that you're talking about it on the road. If you go off the road, you'll be fine also.
Yes. Enter jungle, everything okay.
It's not known for being an off-road vehicle.
Yeah, like they're specialized in that particular field. I think Land Rovers, they are British, right? Under, if I'm not wrong, they are a British made company. But like I was gonna say is this is one of the clear examples is like, yes, it's British, but it's not a continental car. It's like known for being on its own. Its own
But
entity
actually,
and stuff like that.
Correct.
It's like but if you think about it, right, it's a luxurious off-road car. You think about it?
Yes, correct. It's a luxurious off-road car. Yeah. Plus, if you look at a lot of the movies now, right, especially like maybe like Mission Impossible or what's that, James Bond, they always use the Land Rover as the security vehicle, or like maybe they use it as like the chase vehicle or the villain's vehicle or something like that lah. Yeah, it's always featured nowadays as like it's good
the car that can bang into everything and just clear the path one.
Yeah. All right. Land Rover is a good pick. Actually, your team is like looking like quite solid.
Looking good. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. What are you going to take next?
Okay, I'm going to pick my Asian next. And the brand I picked might shock all of you, but I'm picking it for all the wrong reasons. If y'all got watch 头文字 D,
Okay.
the male lead drive AE86, but that one was taken by Midat already. Then his opponent drove a GTR. Yeah, so Nissan.
Bro, that's my next pick, bro.
Nissan lah.
Yeah.
I was really going to pick that
brother.
next. Oh my gosh.
Siong, legit, right? Looking at your board, your team is damn sick, eh? Really?
That was going to be my next pick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I picked Nissan because they were the first Asian car brand to say we want to build a sports car, where sports car used to be something of the Ang Mo do one. They really spent a lot of time doing R&D, learning, and then they built their own sports car. And GTR was the very first sport car produced in 1989 by Nissan.
Yes, correct. And also like, okay, Nissan, they have a long like history. They originated
very long.
1914, if I'm not wrong. They also helped pioneer the space industry for Japan because in the 70s, they helped to build a lot of their space engines.
Rockets.
Yeah, the space engines and rockets and stuff like that. I think Nissan now is owned by Renault, if I'm not wrong, as in the like a subsidiary company and stuff like that. But they're known as the 6th largest automaker in the world. They have a lot of like great, like good, how to say, common cars. Like they have the Qashqai, the Pulsar, the Nona, the stuff like that. But of course, right, they are famous for their like the GTR lah. So it's like they have iconic sports car, but they also have this like flagship of like good quality, like reliable cars lah. Yeah. We had a Qashqai also. L drove the Qashqai and stuff like that lah.
I love that.
Ooh.
That's a super good car. Smooth, nice to drive, good sound system.
Yeah.
Everything you need in a Singaporean travel car.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
So upset.
Better than the Honda, in my opinion, the Vezel, which is like their competitor and stuff like that. But the Skyline GTR, right, is like, I think it's famous for being the Paul Walker's car, right?
Yeah.
The older GTR, if I'm wrong.
The
original.
The one with the blue one. Wow.
Yeah, the Skyline with the blue with the yellow, yellow lines. Oh,
Like that I'm very old. I only know that car as the AE86, the 头文字 D car.
it's also,
The 谢霆锋 car.
Yeah. But also like if you see the new Skyline stuff, right, it's still like, you like the Godzilla and stuff like that. You're like, like
the Godzilla.
It looks like a beast. Yeah. All right. Nissan. I think this is a good
that was really going my next pick, bro. It's really my next pick.
Yes, yeah.
I'm so upset now.
All right. Okay. I think I'm safe for supercar because I think everyone has one. So I'll just like hold off to the end lah. Okay. I am going to take the luxury car first. Okay. And I'm going to take a Bentley.
Wow.
Bentley. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bentley.
Gotta love a good Bentley. Bentley is also a British car. Founded in 1919. Main difference is that I do feel that their main competitor is Rolls-Royce. Do you all think also?
I feel like
B lah.
I feel like Bentley is a car you can drive.
Yes.
Like if you're driving it, then you are okay. But I feel like Rolls-Royce is you have to be driven.
Yes, correct. It's like that. But I do. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like Bentley is like a car that you can personally go and like take around and spin it or whatever lah. Yeah lah. But Bentley is also a lot of like rappers use it in their music videos and stuff like that. Yeah, like 50 Cent is like famously got a lot of Bentleys and stuff like that. Floyd Mayweather. When I was reading it up, right, Bentley, they're actually owned by a company, like another, which has not been mentioned yet lah. But I think we can mention it later. They also they take on average, right, from start to finish 150 hours to make the car. So it's different from a Japanese car, which might take like maybe one day, but it's like they have to take 150 hours to go and like extensively make the car. And Bentleys, right, they are known for their interior, like the way that they go and like hand stitch all the leather and all the browning and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Brandon, you're up next. You need a luxury car and you need an Asian car.
I was going to pick an Asian car, but then that's out the window already. So I guess I don't have to anymore. I shall pick
Still got Yamaha.
my
Yamaha can pick.
luxury. Yeah. I'm gonna pick a luxury car.
Okay.
I'm struggling between two. One is a more like commonly seen, like, and it's
One was
usually
mentioned just now.
used. And one was the one that I mentioned
Yeah,
just
one
now.
was mentioned just now. Correct. I forget. Yeah, that one.
Funny, yeah. I was like, the one that you could have picked just now? But yeah, lah.
But
the other one is a good pick. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I feel I'm leaning more towards the other one because that was my wedding car also lah. So I'm gonna pick a Porsche.
Nice one.
Porsche.
Porsche.
I'm calling the friends. You know the episode with Joey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a Porsche.
But it is pronounced like that, right? A Porsche, right? The actual the correct pronunciation for it, lah. Oh, it was your wedding car, lah.
Yeah, a Porsche was my wedding car. Like
they're German, right? The German engineering Porsche.
Porsche.
Yeah, 1931.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I was reading up like so like Porsche, apparently the Dutch police, they used to drive the Porsche. Like, I drive a Porsche to work. A lot of their fun facts, right, I can only say afterwards. But okay, they do have like iconic cars like the Cayenne, the 911 Carrera, the Boxster.
911.
Yeah. I do feel that they're like, how to say, they're not as, you don't get to see their like amazing models in Singapore that often because it's more like the family car versions of their thing. But if you go to Euro, I'm sure you get to see like all of the beautiful like the old Porsches and stuff like that lah. Correct, Brennan?
Yeah. Because Singapore, like, honestly, is like
what?
you
need it for what?
What do you need that for? And honestly, the Cayenne is one of my favorite like SUV models for like a luxurious SUV model.
Yeah, it is like it is. Yeah. Very nice. All right. Okay, Porsche is off the board. Okay, Eldad, you get back to end off your team. You need a Continental and you need a miscellaneous.
Okay, Continental car. I think Porsche was there and a few others, right? But I'm gonna take a Jaguar.
Oh,
Jaguar.
Nice one.
Not bad.
Jaguar.
I thought somebody's going to forget this car.
No, like,
how can you not remember like the iconic like animal at
But
the
there
front?
was
in front.
But there was
Sorry,
one point of time,
Jaguar.
right, that their design from the front, right, they removed that. Then you got to the, like the very weird ass,
the flat one.
Yeah, the flat. No, then after that, they have these weird grooves in the middle, and it was very weird.
Yeah. It looks nicer, the old Jaguar.
The
with
OG,
the logo.
Yes,
Yeah.
the older Jaguar with the one at the corner is like very iconic.
Yeah, it's, and also like okay, like let me read up some fun facts about Jaguar first. Okay, they only produce for they are made to order, so they only produce it for people that is like have an order waiting, then they go and make
Like
it.
BTO,
So it's like, yeah, something like that. BTO, okay, sure. Yeah, they do some like crazy car tests on the thing. So I was reading up, right? They drive the car right for 12 hours in a negative 40-degree wind tunnel to make sure that no matter like what of cold weather or whatever, it can sustain and drive lah. Yeah, which is quite sick and cool. All right, Jaguar is off the board. Okay, I'll let your miscellaneous. What are you gonna take?
Okay, I'm going to pick the car that is very well known for one particular movie. Starts with a C. It is a Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Yes.
So
Which is not a
It's a Chevrolet.
Bumblebee is a Chevrolet Camaro.
Lamborghini.
Bumblebee is a Chevrolet.
It's not Lamborghini.
No, it's a Chevrolet. Bumblebee is a Chevrolet, bro.
Lamborghini.
Okay.
I had to keep quiet and then I had to leave it for the finale. Bumblebee is a Chevrolet Camaro.
Camaro. Yeah. They're owned by General Motors. Yeah, GMC lah.
Oh.
Yeah. Famous in the USA, founded in 1911. They have a lot of iconic models like the Corvette, the Camaro, stuff like that. Yeah, Impala.
They are all in most of the cars that you see, right? Like from Chevrolet are actually in Transformers.
Yeah.
So like the Corvette, I think is it Ironite? Or no, Jazz is if I'm not wrong, is a Corvette. Then Bumblebee is the Camaro. Camaro. So like the Camaro is the muscle car lah. And the one that is very iconic.
Yeah. Plus, it was featured in Fast and Furious a lot lah. Like the Camaro. Silverado also, there are trucks also. They have like off-roading models and stuff like that also as well lah. Yeah. Only thing is that last time my friend Ten Yang, he was telling me, because he writes for a car magazine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was telling me that the Chevrolets in Singapore, right, they're actually not brought in from US, they're made in Korea. So like what? Yeah, so a lot of like the lower end models, they manufactured in Korea then ship over to Singapore. So yeah.
I think, but I'm not sure also whether it's like, maybe one of the things is because a lot of them are left-hand drive. US left-hand drive. So to actually, the reason why they had a problem with Mustang also is because a lot of the cars especially in the US, right, a lot of them are made for left-hand drive, where Singapore is right-hand.
Yeah.
So
correct.
so to actually convert all of that over to the right-hand drive, right, there's a lot of things that they have to factor into consideration to get the performance. So because of that, I think maybe that's why you don't ever really see a Camaro in Singapore.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Camaro.
You go Universal Studios, got one lah on display lah, but other than that, you don't really see like a Camaro in Singapore lah.
Yeah, it's true. Really very rarely seen. All right, Brandon. You need a, what do you need? Supercar, luxury car, miscellaneous Asian car. Proton.
Proton.
There's still, I think there's one good one, bro. I think there's one very, very good one.
I was going to pick one like one that is famous for luxury or one is famous for being more sporty.
Mm-hmm.
I am torn between either one because like both are not that well known.
I would say look out of the Japan market. Got one very popular one. As in terms of the earnings.
Earnings.
I agree. There's one. Yeah, there's one. Yeah. Brandon, just pick something.
Sorry. I shall pick Lexus.
Good pick. No, I honestly think this is a good pick. Yeah. Lexus.
Yeah,
Why thinking about that?
Lexus,
Okay.
Yeah. Because honestly, Lexus was one of the first SUV cars that I sat in Singapore. Yeah, and their SUV cars are really one of like, for their price range, right? I feel like it's one of the most comfortable, like compared to like the other.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
but there is something I must say. Essentially, if you're looking at Lexus most of the time, right, it is actually a Toyota Harrier.
Yeah, no,
especially in the especially the SUV side.
Yeah. So actually, so Toyota owns Lexus lah.
Lexus.
Yeah, they famously own Lexus. But previously, right, I was gonna say, my dad, he owned a Lexus. I think it was a EGS or whatever. Yeah,
ES, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, a Lexus ES, right? That is my favorite car that he ever owned because like
it's the most comfortable.
Legit, right? A lot of times you'll be driving on the road, right? I'll be like sleeping there. I'm like, is the car engine on? Like I can't hear anything, man. It's like a damn good car, lah. It really just, yeah, it's a beautiful and amazing car. It's like the ultimate passenger car, like for me.
Yes.
Good quality.
And it's also quite nice to drive. It's nice to drive as well, you know.
Yeah, nice to drive. Nice to drive. My favorite car that my dad has ever like owned, Lexus. Good pick. Yeah, we'll talk about the other car that you did.
Yeah.
Talk about that later. All right, I'm up next. Supercar, everyone has one, so I'm just going to take the best available left. So Lambo is gone, Ferrari is gone, Bugatti is gone. The only one that I think that is like still available is McLaren. So I'm going to take McLaren. Yeah.
Nice one.
Has to be there.
Yeah. I'm going very British heavy because McLaren is also British. Founded in 1969 famously by Bruce McLaren. People often forget that he's British. People think that McLaren is like Italian or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Do you know what was?
I honestly don't know. I only heard of it like F1 that time. Yeah.
So they made their name in F1. Bruce McLaren, he famously drove the McLaren in 1966 in Monaco, where they scored their first ever points. But sadly, right, he died in testing a McLaren. So like the founder, the one that pioneered the McLaren, while testing the process, he passed away. McLarens also, they have like some nice looking like models, man, like the P1, the Senna S70S and stuff like that. Yeah, and they when I think of an orange car, I always think of a McLaren. Yeah, a nice looking orange McLaren. Yeah. And I like their logo and stuff like that. Yeah, lor. They become more common in Singapore recently, I think. Like, I've seen them quite a few times in Singapore.
Yes.
Jin Yong, your last pick, you need a Continental.
Okay. For me, this is very straightforward because I'm picking this car purely because the car looks cute and it's one of the cars that is most customizable. If I never remember wrongly, I'm going to pick a Mini Cooper.
Good pick, brother.
Nice.
Good pick. Good pick.
But apparently, Mini Cooper is the name of the car. Mini is the name of the company.
Your team is strong, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's strong, bro. He got a Ferrari, Rolls Royce, a Land Rover, a Nissan, and a Mini. Shook, eh? He doesn't even like cars. He doesn't have a driver's license. Six, yeah. But okay, so Mini, right? They are owned by BMW.
Yeah, that one I know.
Fun fact. Yeah, known for producing. I think when you think of like how to say MPV, they are like they are the brand. You know what I mean? Like mini cars.
That's very signature look. Yeah.
And of course, you talk about movies. Jin Yong, what movies have they been famously featured in?
I have no idea this one.
Mr. Bean. No.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Bean is not. Mr. Bean is not.
It's not.
It's not. It's another car. I can't remember what's the thing, but I remember I searched it. Right, it's not a Mini Cooper.
I think that's a Volkswagen.
It's a Mini Cooper.
Is it a Volkswagen?
No, it's a Mini Cooper. I'm quite sure it's a Mini Cooper. Plus, also, I would say that Mini Coopers, right, they are very famous for being in the Italian Job. So if you see
yes, Italian Job.
Because they pushed a brand, they needed a car that can drive in small spaces in the house or this, but they can be able to maneuver and then move at fast speeds and stuff like that. Yeah, Mini Cooper is.
It is a Mini Cooper, but it wasn't called Mini Cooper at the time. It was called a Leyland car, Mini 1000.
Yeah, but it's Mini lah. It's Mini.
It's a Mini lah. Sorry, I stand corrected.
Yeah. Plus, one thing about Minis, right, they're always very cool. Is like there's a whole sort of a society of people that is like their Mini club. So it's like there's like they go car meets and whatever, right? They're just all Mini Coopers.
And it's very cute.
Yeah, it's very cute lah.
But the one thing is
the cars with the backside one. Then some of them they really take the whole design, the whole car. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, Brendan, you're saying?
But I was saying that the only thing about Mini is just that it's really very small. I go in, I just feel like I'm like
yeah. I think
that's why Brandon is not a car for you. It's a car for me. My size, my height. Okay, maybe not my size. My height, yes.
Okay. I think me and Brandon, if you go to that car, both of us will suffer.
I think it's quite spacious inside. It's just that the height is the height.
Because it's very low.
Yes, it's deceptively
it's low, right?
Deceptively spacious, but it's not the height lah.
Yeah.
The opposite of Jaguar.
Yeah, opposite of Jaguar. All right. Okay, let me name off the teams first, and after you can go into honorable mentions. Okay, first off, for Aldex, your supercar is Lambo, luxury car is Mercedes-Benz, continental car is the Jaguar, Asian car is the Honda, and the miscellaneous is Chevrolet. Brendan is a Bugatti, the supercar. The luxury car is a Porsche. The Audi is your continental car. The Asian car is a Lexus, and your miscellaneous is a Tesla. For myself, my supercar is a McLaren, my luxury car is a Bentley, my continental car is a BMW, my Asian car is a Toyota, and my miscellaneous is the Ford. Jin Yong, it is the Ferrari for your supercar, Rolls Royce is your luxury car, your continental car is a Mini Cooper, your Asian car is a Nissan, and your miscellaneous is a Land Rover. All right, let's go into some honorable mentions. Jin Yong, Brandon, you're holding off the Asian car, right?
I'm going to pick Subaru.
Oh, still not the car.
Okay. Yeah. Subaru, right? It's controversial.
Yeah.
It's owned by Toyota. Subaru owns Toyota also owns Subaru. I was like, they own so many different.
No, but in Singapore, it's like the most modern car.
Yes.
Plus, like a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people tell me, right, that when they own Subaru, right, it actually sucks up a lot of fuels, Like, it's
They burn like crazy. So I said, the experience from Subaru is not very good. It's just that, like,
iconic.
I don't know. Yeah, it's iconic. They always popularize it, and like, there's a Subaru, the challenge, the hand challenge. The
influencer,
Yeah. But actually, Brandon,
I think that the pick you pick is better.
I was thinking Mitsubishi Lancer.
When I prompted Brandon, right, to ask him to look outside of Korea, outside of Japan, right, I was actually referring to Kia. Because Kia actually earned quite a big market share. I don't know, 5th or 6th in terms of the earnings.
But I think Kia isn't a very popular. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
it's-
gonna
it's like-
here's why you should not pick Kia, because Kia is owned by another Korean car brand, which is Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Like,
you're-
like honestly, like most people will pick a Hyundai over a Kia.
Kia, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just the Kia's well known because it's the sponsor for the Australian Open for tennis. So most of it is there. But if let's say you're talking Hyundai, right? More people will know
Hyundai.
and be more familiar with Hyundai, especially in Singapore because Hyundai was the taxi brand for a period of time.
I
And I
think
think
and
it still is.
Yeah, and not only that, right? Like Hyundai is becoming very popular because of like the Korean Netflix shows.
Yes.
So if you see like the Crash Course Romance or whatever, right? A lot of the times the main actor, he's in his Hyundai Ioniq, right? He looks damn nice, eh? Like
Yeah.
it looks like it's like like car of the future, this type lah. Like the side mirrors are like what camera lenses and stuff like that. Yeah lah. Yeah. But Brandon, you mentioned it under your breath, right? Mitsubishi is another one.
Yeah.
Mitsubishi,
Hon-
yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I was
Yeah,
very
if you're
tempted,
gonna
but
go
it's
for
just that-
sports one, yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, like more sporty
Mitsubishi
lah.
Lancer.
Yeah, the Evo.
No, Evo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Evo.
Evo.
I was thinking,
Evo, bro.
like if I had more Abing friends. I'll probably
Yeah,
pick
yeah,
that.
I think the other one is the one Brendan mentioned earlier is the Aston Martin,
Aston
which
Martin,
is
yeah.
the James Bond car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm quite sad that that didn't get taken.
Yeah.
Like as under
Yeah,
one of the cars.
I really wanted to pick it, but then I felt like between Porsche and Aston Martin, I feel like more people would resonate with Porsche, more so than
That is true.
yeah.
But I mean, like for me, right, I like Aston Martin more than Porsche just because of the look and how iconic it
Yeah,
is.
and
Like
also
if
because of
Aston
James
Martin
Bond.
green or Aston Martin silver.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, the silver
plus-
Aston Martin.
Plus, when you look at the Bond stuff, right, it's like they got the new stuff, but you want to look back at like their old models, right? It's like like them class, you know what I mean? Like the old
Yeah,
school
yeah.
models. Yeah. Something right, a car brand right that I was legit shocked that it's like, oh my god, I didn't expect them to be like this powerful. It's actually Volkswagen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So when I was do you know
top
the
one or
amount of
two,
companies
yeah.
that they own on? Yeah.
Mm.
So they own like I'll start off like slow. So they own Skoda, they own Cupra, they own Audi, they own Porsche, they own Ducati, they own Bentley, and they own Lamborghini. I was like, what?
Almost all the supercar brands.
Volkswagen. Yeah. And your cars are not as good.
yeah. The only car that is good is the Golf.
The Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Beetle is very cute. That's about it.
That's all.
Yeah. Shocking. I was like, huh?
That's quite shocking actually. Yeah.
I'm still in shock that Volkswagen
Nobody choose.
owns so many of the big cars. And I think Ting Yong, you have a legitimate shot to win. We should
I
be-
really think
We
so.
shall let the voters vote.
Yeah, this will be a fun one. This will be a fun one. All right, that was our car brands draft. All right, that was our car brands draft. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episodes that drops every Friday, but at the same time also, if you're into football, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday. And if you want to hang out with a couple of bros, we have the Kopi Bros show that drops every Monday. In the meantime, also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to go and vote for your favorite car team, please head over to our Instagram page. It's in our link in the description. And also, I'll be putting a slide over this page right about now. All right. We hope everyone is driving safely. But remember,
To keep warm, because there's a draft coming. Woo!
you missed the mic.
Do I have to do the room again?
No,
No, bro.
Yeah, let's keep that. Let's keep that version.
Yeah.
All right. Drive safely, guys. See y'all. See you. Bye.